Hi everyone, it's Vicki from Minerva. In today's video I've got some brand new gorgeous deadstock fabrics to share with you. Now, one of the key trends for autumn winter 2024 is animal print. You'll have seen it everywhere in the shops and it really is one of the statement prints that is coming through for this season. And here at Minerva we have a whole range of animal prints. So we have some gorgeous designs in our Minerva exclusive collection, but in today's video what I'm going to be focusing on is deadstock fabrics. So deadstock fabrics are left over from production mills or from small designer fashion houses, and they're basically the leftover parts from a production run that would otherwise often go to landfill. So using deadstock fabric is one good way of being more sustainable in your sewing practice. But what it also means as well is that we can get some absolutely gorgeous quality fabrics at fantastic price points, and there is an element of exclusivity with them as well, because we only have limited amounts of all of these, and once they're gone, they're gone. So yeah, we often find some really rare gems from our deadstock sources that we've built up over decades here at Minerva, and I think the collection we've got here today is absolutely gorgeous. So let's get stuck in. So the first selection I've got to share with you is all woven fabrics, and then I've got a whole range of really exciting knit fabrics to share with you as well. But let's jump in with the wovens first. So this first fabric is a gorgeous polyester crepe fabric. Now this one is an absolute bargain price at $4.99 a metre. Like I say, it's only while stocks last, and this one is very limited stock, this one. It's a light to medium weight crepe, it has no stretch, and it's about 150 centimetres wide, and the design on this is just absolutely gorgeous. So it's a black and white, quite tiny animal print design. So from a distance, it's not so obviously glaring sort of animal print. It's definitely a more subtle design. But yeah, obviously when you see up close, you can see that it's a really cool animal print. Now it's a soft polyester crepe, and that means that you can see the incredible drape that fabric has. It just feels beautiful. It's so soft, so drapey, so fluid, and it will be fabulous for making blouses, skirts and dresses. With it having a white background, it's perhaps ever so slightly sheer. If you were making like a closer fitted dress, perhaps you would probably want to line it, but for more oversized garments or tops and blouses, it will be absolutely fine as is. So yeah, that's a really fantastic value one at just $4.99 a metre. Next up we have something, this is quite a wintry looking fabric, perfect for this time of year, and this is a beautiful viscose twill fabric. So you can see this gorgeous animal print design in shades of black and grey. It's very quite dark and a sort of moody sort of print, this one. So this one, like I say, is a viscose twill. It's 100% viscose. This is another one that's only $4.99 a metre, so it's an absolute bargain for such a beautiful quality viscose twill. It's a medium weight fabric, and we do know the GSM on some of these. We don't always know the GSM on every deadstock fabric, but this one we do. This one is 170 GSM. It's no stretch in this fabric, and it's approximately 148 centimetres wide. So this one, with it being a twill, it's slightly heavier than like a viscose challis fabric, like the one I'm wearing, for example. And that makes it really, really versatile. You could make wide leg trousers in this, you could make a beautiful dress, you could make tops and blouses, of course. Yeah, loads and loads of things, and because it's they've got that sort of heavier weight, it's definitely not see-through. So yeah, things like jumpsuits or dresses, any kind of bottom weight garments will be really lovely in this, but you can still see it still has that really fluid movement to it, and it's really, really soft as well. Next up, I've got a collection of 3 fabrics that are all the same print but 3 different colourways, which I think is really nice to have. So the first one, well, we've actually got a camel colour, a rust colour and a white colour in these. So let's hold the camel one up first. And this fabric is actually a 100% cotton double gauze fabric. So if you've never come across double gauze fabric before, it's basically a very fine cotton that has a loose weave, and it's actually 2 layers of that same fabric that is stitched together to create one fabric. So it has a really kind of breezy kind of quality to it. It's still lovely and soft because it's cotton, which means it's nice and breathable, you know, with it being a natural fibre. But it has like a kind of airy kind of bounce and quality to it. So this particular range, these are £5.99 a metre, so an absolute bargain for a completely natural, beautiful quality fabric. They are classed in our light to medium range here at Minerva, so that's at 140 GSM. There's no stretch in these fabrics and they're approximately 140 centimetres wide. Now some double gauzes you get have a really kind of crinkled texture. These ones are actually quite smooth by comparison, and it really kind of shows off the leopard print design. So that's the first colourway. Like I said, that's the camel colourway. The next one we'll look at is the white. So this one has a white background and then it has grey, well, like a black and grey animal print on there. Really lovely. I love the black and white animal prints for something a bit different, as well as the classic browns. And then the last one is the rust colourway, which is perhaps a little bit warmer of a brown, maybe a little bit like a chestnut sort of brown colour. Really, really lovely. So good double gauze is really good for sewing all sorts of things. So tops and tunics are a lovely choice. Dresses, I think like this, the Tilly and the Buttons Stevie tunic is a really good pattern option. But styles that are kind of oversized, maybe a little bit of a looser fit, have a casual lived in kind of look, really suit double gauze. So yeah, all of those are just £5.99 a metre. Next we've got a viscose challis fabric. This is really, really silky soft. It feels incredible, and you'll see the drape on this is just gorgeous. How lovely is that? I wish you could like feel through the camera with fabrics like this because they just feel absolutely beautiful. So now this one is so this is 100% viscose, a viscose challis. It's light to medium weight at 105 grams per square metre. It's approximately 146 centimetres wide, and this one is priced at £9.99 a metre. And yeah, it's a bargain price for such an absolute gorgeous quality fabric. I think this would be beautiful in anything with gathers or ruffles. You know, you could make tops, blouses, skirts, jumpsuits, dresses, all sorts of things from this fabric. Something like the really popular McCall's 7969 pattern. The new Tilly and the Buttons Nell dress would be gorgeous. Yeah, so many things you could make with that fabric. Next up we've got another fabric which comes in 2 colourways this time. I think it's always really nice in Deadstock Fabrics to get a colour choice like that. So these ones are actually cotton poplin fabrics. They're 100% cotton. They're just £7.99 a metre, which again for the quality of this fabric is just fantastic. They're a light to medium weight. We don't have the GSM on this particular one. There's no stretch on these fabrics and they are approximately 148 centimetres wide. So the first colourway is this gorgeous silvery grey colour with this black print that has a hint of orange in there. Like a rusty, like burnt dark orange. Really, really lovely. Now cotton poplin, as you can see, it has a little bit of crispness, a little bit of structure, so we're not talking as much drape as in some of those previous fabrics, and that makes it fantastic for making things like tops and shirts. You can make dresses, skirts, things like a fit and flare dress would be gorgeous because it would hold that structure and that shape. You could even make things like, you know, you can make like lightweight tote bags, craft projects, you know, and even like children's wear is really good in this sort of thing. But yeah, it's a really versatile fabric, really easy to sew as well. So if you're a beginner, this is great. Like it would be lovely for some like pyjama bottoms, or let's say the Carolyn PJs from Closet Core Patterns. That's a really popular pattern. So yeah, that's the first colourway in that one. And then we have the Coca Brown colourway, which this is more of your classic yeah, sort of timeless sort of animal print design. Again, it's got that sort of chocolate brown colour in the background, and then the black animal print with this hint of orange in there just really lifts it and gives it something special. Really lovely print. I love the idea of making some PJs in this. Then next up we've got something a little bit different. So those were like your very sort of classic animal print designs, and these are actually a textured stretch woven jacquard fabric. So in fact I'll hold the mustard colourway out first, because I think that might show the texture and the weave a little bit better on camera. Let me hold that one out first of all. So this is actually a jacquard fabric, and that means that the design is actually woven into the fabric, so it's not printed on. And the way it's woven in, the actual animal print design has a slight like sateen sort of finish, so it catches the light, whereas the background of the print is very matte. So that difference in texture and finish is what creates the pattern in the fabric. If I hold that up to camera, hopefully you'll be able to see that design. It's very, very subtle, but I think in real life you probably see it a little bit more than what it comes across on camera perhaps. So for this particular fabric, so this one is actually made from 60% cotton, 38% polyester and 2% elastane, and that elastane just gives it about 10% stretch across the width, so it's only a comfort stretch, you know, it's not like a knit fabric that has lots of stretch. It's just going to give you a little bit of wiggle room in your garment, which makes it even more comfortable to wear. Now the price of these is just $5.99 a metre, so they're absolute bargains. It's a medium weight, it's 220 GSM, and it's absolutely not see-through at all. Yeah, you certainly wouldn't need to line this fabric if you didn't want to. And it's approximately 145 centimetres wide, so I think all the fabrics in today's video actually are just really good width fabrics as well. And colour-wise, so this one is the mustard colourway, which is a really rich sort of ochre colour. Yeah, it's just a beautiful shade, maybe a little bit less sort of intense than what it's coming across on screen perhaps, but yeah, gorgeous colour. And if you did want to order samples of any of these fabrics, remember we do always sell samples of any of our fabrics here at Minerva, so if you just want to check the colour, or you know, just check the feel of the fabric before you buy it, that's absolutely fine. On the product page of our website you'll see an order sample button. If you just click that, you can order a sample of any fabric, and those samples are always the width of the fabric by approximately 10 centimetres, so you get a really good size piece, you know, to be able to check out the fabric. So the next colour we have, this one is called Wine, and this is a really rich deep colour. Wine is a perfect description for that fabric. Really, really lovely. Very sort of classy, and yeah, really lovely colour, that one. And the final colour, the third one in this fabric, is this navy blue. Classic navy blue. Maybe that one might show the design really well on that actually on camera. Yeah, it's a dark navy, but it's a rich navy as well. Really, really gorgeous colour. So this fabric, you could make all sorts of things with this fabric. I think it would be really lovely for like a fitted kind of dress, you know, maybe something that'd be a little bit more dressed up. You could make jackets in it, that would be really fabulous. And I suppose if you made like a line jacket, you could do something really special with a print inside. It would always also be fabulous for trousers, and just that little bit of comfort stretch is going to make them nice and easy to fit and more comfortable to wear. You could make skirts in it as well, like a pencil skirt or a full you know, flared skirt. Fit and flare style dresses would be gorgeous as well. So yeah, lots of things you could make with it, with it being just that little bit heavier, and it has a little bit of body, a little bit of structure, you know, it's not too drapey. Yeah, it's not going to be a difficult fabric to sew, that one either. And then the last fabric in our woven selection is another beautiful polyester crepe fabric. So this one is quite an unusual colour palette and a little bit different on the design as well, I think. How lovely is that? So this has a very dark navy background with this sandy, sort of like creamy, like pale gold colour in those. I guess it's like an abstract sort of animal print, that one, not a literal animal print like the others we've been looking at. So this one is just £7.99 a metre, so it's another bargain. It's a medium weight. We don't have the GSM on this one, and there's no stretch in this fabric, but it does have a little bit of give. So yeah, we wouldn't go as far as to say that's a stretch fabric, but it just has a little bit of give in there. And it's approximately 152 centimetres wide. So in terms of things you could make with this fabric, this crepe, compared to like the other one we looked at earlier, it's definitely heavier and has a little bit more body. It's definitely not see-through. So I think it will make a fabulous pair of like wide leg trousers or a jumpsuit. But you could also make like tops, dresses, skirts, that sort of thing. And I think it would even be okay to make like a lightweight, like a soft line kind of jacket or a robe, that sort of thing. But yeah, really, I think it's a very classy sort of print, that one. Could definitely be dressed up or down. Yeah, just a little bit different. So they're all the woven fabrics I've got to share with you. We've got a whole selection of knits now, and with lots and lots of different types of knits. So if you actually have a copy of the Minerva fabric guide, that will really come in terms of helping you know the different types of knits, because we've got lots of different fibres, we've got lots of different weights, lots of different textures, but I'm going to try my best to describe them for you as we go through the video. So let's take a look at this one. Now I know this one is super limited in stock. We literally only had one small roll of this one, but it is really, really beautiful. So I wanted to include it in today's video. So this one is a very soft, very drapey viscose jersey, and it just feels incredible. It could almost be like a medal jersey. It feels that soft. It's just stunning. But yeah, it's a viscose jersey. So this one is 95% viscose, 5% elastane. It's just £7.99 a metre. It's just a bargain for such a lovely quality viscose jersey. It's medium weight, 210 GSM. And then the stretch percentage on this one, so if you've ever sewn with viscose jerseys before, you'll know that they often have a lot of stretch. So this one stretches 80% across the width and 40% down the length. And what that means is if you took a 10 centimetre piece and stretched it widthways, then that would stretch to 18 centimetres comfortably. And likewise down the length of the fabric, if you took 10 centimetres, it would stretch to 14 centimetres comfortably. And as you can see, this fabric, you know, it just pings straight back into shape. So this one is approximately 150 centimetres wide, so another wide width fabric, and yeah, it is a very, very limited quantity, this one. We literally just have one roll, and it's a really soft, quite a warm sort of grey colour with these navies and chestnut browns on there. I think it will make a lovely top or like a wrap dress, something like that. That would be really nice. Next up, I've got another, now these came from a designer that just makes the most fabulous garments. We have a couple of colourways here, and this one is just a little bit different, but it is still predominantly animal print, so I wanted to include them in today's videos. But I just think they would make, I would make a wrap dress in these. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. The viscose jerseys again really soft, really drapey. They maybe feel a little bit heavier than the last one, a little bit more body to them, and I think they would be fabulous for jumpsuits, dresses, tops, anything with sort of drape would really suit this sort of fabric. And yeah, like I said, we have two colourways in them. So with this fabric, they're both priced at £11.99 per metre. So maybe a little bit more expensive than some of the others, but the quality, there's still an absolute bargain at that price. The 220 GSM, these ones, so classed as medium weight, approximately 148 centimetres wide, so really nice wide width on them. And the stretch on these is approximately 75% across the width and 50% down the length. And again, really good stretch recovery on these ones. So this first colourway, so this one is the ochre colourway, and you can see with this we have this gorgeous animal print in the background, and then these flowers that are sort of layered on top of that animal print. It just, I don't know, just has a really sort of designer look to me, does that. Yeah, I can't get a wrap dress out of my head in this fabric. I think that would be absolutely gorgeous. Really, really beautiful. And then the other colourway I've got here to share with you today, so this is the beige colourway. And this one is equally lovely. A little bit of a warmer colour palette on this one. So again, we have that animal print in the background, and then there's gorgeous flowers sort of layered on top. Just gives it a different look, but you know, we've still got that animal print trend coming through on the print. Really, really lovely. So next up, I've got some jacquard knits. So these are heavier and maybe the sort of things you would maybe make more of like a sweatshirt out of, some jogger bottoms, you know, like a hoodie, just something a little bit heavier like that. So this one comes in 2 different colourways again, and so with this one they are 95% cotton and 5% elastane, and you can really feel the cotton fibre in this fabric. It's lovely. They fall into our medium to heavyweight category here at Minerva at 255 GSM. They're just $7.99 a metre, again another bargain. And the stretch on these, we're talking much less stretch. So we've got 20% on the width and only 10% down the length. And they are approximately 150 centimetres wide. So let's hold out the black one first. How gorgeous is that? This is one of my favourites from the collection today. I think it's so cool. So it has a black print in the background and then these white and yellow animal print design. Really lovely. I think a cardigan in this would be absolutely fabulous. You could make the Victoria exclusive Savannah dress in this. That would be really lovely. But yeah, sort of think more like autumn kind of dresses that you'd wear with tights and boots, cardigans, hoodies, sweaters, joggers, anything like that that's going to be nice and cosy to wear. It's going to keep you nice and warm. And then the other colour is the brown colourway. Now it's definitely more of a taupe or a mink sort of brown, like a light brown colour. And then it has this white and then like an orangey red colour in the actual animal print itself. So it was very different in this colourway, I think, this fabric, but really lovely all the same. I love those two. It's such an unusual fabric, and at that price point they're definitely a bargain with those. Next up, now let's go for this one next. So this is a cotton jersey fabric. Now in Deadstock Fabrics we don't often find cotton jerseys as much, for whatever reason that is. So when we saw this one we absolutely just snapped it up, and I really love the size and scale of animal print on this one. It's definitely a little bit more subtle. So if you're someone that maybe, you know, you like the idea of sewing with animal print and you want to, you know, sort of follow the trend, but you don't want something too, you know, sort of in your face, and this is a really lovely one. So on this one it is 95% cotton, 5% elastane. It's a medium weight, it's like a t-shirt weight type jersey. It has 50% stretch across the width, 40 down the length. It's 150 centimetres wide. It's just $7.99 a metre, which you'll know for cotton jersey is a fantastic price, especially for one as lovely as quality as this. And this one is definitely quite limited stock. We could only literally just got a small roll on this one. But again, I wanted to share it with you with it being a cotton jersey and just something a little bit different for Deadstock Fabric. So next up, let's go into some of our textured knit fabrics. Now, textured knits are some of my favourite fabrics to sew with. I think you can get some really interesting sort of fabrics in these, and yeah, you can just create some really lovely sort of garments for autumn and winter time. So let's start with this one first. So this one, it feels beautiful. It's so soft, and even though it's quite a, you know, it's a heavier fabric, it's still nice and supple and just beautifully soft in your hands. So this one is a blend of 58% polyester, 40% viscose and 2% elastane. It falls into our medium to heavyweight category here at Minerva, but we don't have the GSM on this one. It's just $7.99 a metre, a bargain again. It has 40% stretch across the width and just 10% down the length, so that's quite common with textured knits. You don't often get as much stretch in them as you would say like a cotton jersey or a viscose jersey. It's approximately 148 centimetres wide, and yeah, you can see on this design it has this gorgeous black and grey animal print, and it's knitted into the fabric rather than printed on the surface. So it's, you know, it's like a jacquard knit, that one. Really, really beautiful. I think it will make a fabulous cardigan, a fabulous sweater dress. Yeah, you could even make joggers or sweater tops, you know, sweatshirts or hoodies with it. But for me, it would be a sweater dress or a cardigan in that fabric. Similarly with this next one, again, I think it's the perfect fabric for a cardigan or a sweater dress. So this one is another textured knit. This one's 100% polyester, but it still feels very soft and lovely. It's a medium to heavy weight. We don't have the GSM on this one. This one has approximately 30% stretch on the width and 20 down the length. So again, it's not a very stretchy fabric. This one's just £7.99 a metre again, 145 centimetres wide, and it's very limited quantity, this one. So this is a black and white animal print, and the texture of this fabric, it almost sort of has little sort of puffs, if you will, on the surface, which really kind of emphasises the print and just gives it, I don't know, something special, this fabric. And you can see it has lots of drape, this one. So it'd be lovely for a cardigan, or again a sweater dress that you'd wear with tights and boots. Really, really lovely. And I think it's very, yeah, it creates a statement with it being a monochrome print, but it's, you know, at the same time it's not too over the top either. So next up, I've got a couple of Ponteromas to show you. Now Ponteromas, again, they're one of those fabrics that we don't often find in Deadstock Fabrics. So yeah, these are two little gems really. So the first one is a black and grey, almost like a zebra print really. Hold that one out, and that's really, really lovely. And I seem to have missed the tag on this one, unfortunately. Yeah, but this one, it will be a polyester and viscose blend with this one. Medium to heavy weight. Again, perfect for, well, you could make trousers, skirts, cardigans, dresses, even like sort of sweater tops, loads of things you can make in Ponteroma. It's one of my favourite fabrics to sew with and to wear. And if you are new to knits, it's a really good one as well. So sorry, I can't tell you the price on that one as the tag seems to have gone, but do check it out on the website. And yeah, everything, all the fabrics from this video will be tagged below, so you'll be able to easily find it. But yeah, I think that would be another really lovely one. And then this next Ponteroma we've got, so this one is £12.99 a metre. So of today's fabrics, maybe more at the top end, but it is absolutely beautiful. And this is what we class as a stable Ponteroma fabric here at Minerva. And when you guys feel this at home, you'll know what I mean by that. It just has a slightly different hand to other types of Ponteroma. And it feels fabulous. I think it's absolutely gorgeous, this fabric. In fact, I would go as far as to say that out of the whole collection today, this is my favourite. I love the fact that it's a very subtle animal print. So it's black and dark grey. So it's very, very subtle. But to me, that makes it very, very wearable. And it's the sort of fabric I think you can dress up or just wear every day as well. So the blend on this one, we're looking at 80% polyester, 15% viscose, which is what gives it that beautiful softness, and 5% elastane. It has approximately 35% stretch on the width, 20 down the length. So that's a good amount of stretch for a Ponteroma. You know, it makes it versatile for lots of different knit patterns, but it's not so stretchy that it's going to be difficult to sew with. This is actually classed as a heavyweight fabric in our heavyweight category at 340 GSM. It's approximately 145 centimetres wide, so again another good wide width fabric. And yeah, like I said, this one is £12.99 a metre. Now I think you could make, well, I think they would make fabulous trousers or pants. So like the parka pants pattern from Style Arc would be fabulous for this. You could make jackets from it. You could make skirts, like a fitted pencil skirt would be lovely, or a little mini skirt. You could make dresses, of course. I mean, so many different styles of dresses you could make with this. I think something like the Nina Lee, the name's just gone, we'll tag it below, but the Nina Lee sweater dress that's so popular would be fabulous. The Savannah dress, the Minerva exclusive Savannah dress, that would be fabulous in this pattern. I'm very tempted to make that myself, actually. Yeah, it's just gorgeous. If you can't tell, I absolutely love that fabric, and it's one of those that when you get that home and feel it in your hands, you will love it. It's fabulous quality. So next up, let's take a look at these ones here. So we have a few viscose jerseys here. So let's start with this one. This one is a very bold monochrome print. So this is black and ivory, so it's a little bit softer than a black and white. As you can see, really fluid, really drapey. Just love that one. So this one is 97% viscose, 3% elastane, $7.99 a metre. It's a medium weight, it has 40% stretch in either direction, and it's approximately 150 centimetres wide. So yeah, with all these viscose jerseys, perfect for tops, dresses. I think a wrap dress particularly is lovely for a viscose jersey. Anything with a little bit of fullness that's going to swish and drape, yeah, will be absolutely gorgeous. We actually did make our Minerva exclusive Savannah dress pattern in a viscose jersey, even though it's not technically designed for a fabric with quite as much drape as that, but it actually works really well in a viscose jersey as well. It just creates a softer, different kind of look. But yeah, if you have that pattern at home, that would be fabulous for one of these. Now this next fabric, this is very limited stock. We only have one small roll of this one, but again, it's really lovely, so I just wanted to quickly share it in the video. But yeah, this is a very abstract animal print, you know, these quite like minky, taupey kind of brown shades. So this one is 95% viscose, 5% spandex. It's just $4.99 a metre, this one. I mean, for a viscose jersey, it's just amazing. It's 200 GSM, so that's medium weight. It has approximately 80% stretch on the width, so it's a very stretchy one, this one. 40% down the length. Approximately 148 centimetres wide, and yeah, we only have like I said, one roll of that one, and at $4.99 a metre. If you do want that one, I think yeah, jump on for that one quickly. Next up, now this fabric comes in two colourways, and this is possibly the softest of all the viscose jerseys today. It is stunning. I think possibly my favourite is this colourway, but yeah, I like them both, they're really nice. So with this one, this is definitely more of an abstract animal print again, something a little bit different. Now this colourway has a navy background with this gold mustard colour in the animal print. So it's a really gorgeous combination, that navy and mustard. Now these are 95% viscose, 5% elastane, medium weight at 210 GSM. They have approximately 80% stretch on the width and 40 down the length, so again, very stretchy, these ones. Approximately 150 centimetres wide, and again just $7.99 a metre, and honestly the quality of that is, yeah, you could easily be thinking you'd be paying double for that fabric because it's so lovely. So these really are a bargain, these ones. So that again is the first colourway, and that is, yeah, the navy colourway, and then this is the brick like rust colourway. So this one has that rusty brown sort of burnt orange colour in the background with a grey and cream animal print. So this one's maybe a little bit more subtle. Really, really lovely sort of colours, perfect for autumn, aren't they? All these warm, earthy sort of neutral colours. Now on the mannequin here, I have one more viscose jersey, so I'll show you this one next, as we've just been looking at viscose jerseys. And this is a really, really kind of I don't know, not a bold design. It has impact, but it's still very wearable as well. So this is a black background with a navy blue and a little bit of like a golden colour in that animal print. Really, really lovely. I love the idea of a dress or a jumpsuit in this. That'll be really nice. So the price on this one, so this one is another one at just $7.99 a metre. Again, it's 95% viscose, 5% elastane, 210 grams per square metre, so that's medium weight. Again, a very stretchy one with 80% stretch, 40 down the length and 150 centimetres wide. Yeah, I just love the dark, moody kind of print on that one. It's a little bit different. Yeah, quite unusual in that colour palette. And then the last fabric I've got to share with you today. Now, I'm quite glad this one has come at the end because it's definitely a special fabric and it's a little bit different. So this one is actually classed as a scuba fabric, but it is scuba with a difference. And the reason why that is because the design on this fabric is actually a flocked print. So if you think of like velvet and that texture you get with velvet, the black print on this fabric is that flocked velvet kind of finish, whereas the beige colour in the background is just a plain, you know, like, well, non-velvet. And what that does is, one, it creates the most fabulous texture. I mean, it just feels so luxurious, beautiful. But it also means that the black print really pops out, so it's very, very bold, really creates a statement, and it's just a wow fabric. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I love the kind of toned back colour palette on this, but with that bigger, bolder design, it's still really, you know, really special. So with this one, so it's called a flocked scuba stretch knit fabric. So it's only a small amount of stretch in this one. So it's about 20% stretch on the width, 10% on the length. So very, very small amount of stretch. It's approximately 160 centimetres wide, so super wide, this fabric. You're getting lots for your money there. It's 240 GSM, so that's at the top end of our medium weight category here at Minerva. So it's definitely heavier than, like, say, a t-shirt cotton jersey, but maybe not so thick, not quite so thick as like a Ponte Roma, somewhere in between. It's 100% polyester, and the price of this one is just $6.99 a metre. I think it's such a bargain, and again, it's one of those sort of gems that you often find in deadstock fabrics. You know, it's a true one-off. It's just gorgeous, really, really lovely. So what you could make with this fabric, I mean, it's so versatile. You could make jackets, you could make skirts, trousers even, jumpsuits, dresses. You could make like quite a fitted kind of structured top. Yeah, so many things. Like if you're making something with a peplum, it would really hold that shape well. Yeah, loads and loads of things you could make with it. So that's all the fabrics I had to share with you today. So I know there was a lot in that video, so thank you for sticking with me till the end. I hope they've sort of inspired your, you know, got your creative juices flowing, and hopefully have encouraged you to give the animal print trend a go this season. I think it's one of those prints that's, you know, for a lot of people, you either love it or hate it. But I think with the variety of prints you can get nowadays, there's something for everyone. There's something for those that love, you know, love the classic sort of timeless animal print. There's something for the people who love more colour. And then there's something for people who, you know, just want a more subtle, sort of pared back version of the print. And then with all the different base cloths and varieties we've shown you here today, from the wovens at the beginning to these knits, hopefully that whatever you want to make, there's a gorgeous fabric there at these bargain prices that we can tempt you with. So just to mention, here at Minerva, so we do offer super fast free worldwide delivery. So wherever you are in the world, we can send parcels of fabric joy out to you. Yeah, and we, like I said, we offer free worldwide delivery. We offer samples, as I mentioned earlier, on any of these fabrics. And with all our fabrics here at Minerva, we sell from 1/2 metre onwards in 10 centimetre increments. So if you only want, for example, 1.2 metres, you can order just that at Minerva. You know, you don't need to round up to the nearest metre or the nearest 1/2 metre. So that helps reduce waste as well. We do offer thread matches for all our fabrics. So if you know you're buying a fabric and you think, you know, I'm not going to have a thread to match that, we can do the hard work for you. If you're a member of our craft club here at Minerva, you'll save 10% off all these prices. So if you join our craft club membership, you get 10% off everything at Minerva for a whole year. And then you can choose whether you want to, you know, re-sign up or not. That's on top of all these dead stock bargains, on top of any sale prices, on top of any sales or promotions we ever run. So you're always saving extra if you join the craft club. If you're brand new to Minerva, do create a free account on our website. You can join our wonderful sewing community there. On the Minerva website, we have our own amazing sewing community with sewists from literally all around the world. It's a lovely place to hang out on the internet and just meet people and chat sewing with people that, you know, love it just as much as you do. So do join us there, and you can always share your plans with us. You can share what you've made with us. We'd love to see the things that you're making. Don't forget to sign up to our newsletter as well. We'll put a link to that below, and all our new fabrics, you'll always be the first to hear about them. And yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to mention. As always, all the fabrics that I mentioned today are tagged below this video, so do hop on and check out those links, and you'll be able to see all the details as I've mentioned them today. And yeah, grab yourself some bargain fabrics. I think Deadstock Fabrics are perfect for making twirls, but they're also just those rare gems that, you know, are sort of limited runs only. You know, you've got something a little bit more exclusive, and yeah, just fantastic prices that are, yeah, too good to miss on. So thank you very much for watching today. I really enjoyed running through those fabrics with you. Let me know your favourites in the comments. I think mine was that dark grey Pontoroma, but there's a few very close second ups in there. But let me know your favourites in the comments, and I'll look forward to seeing you again next time.